Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Today our group will be presenting the financial ratio analysis about the company 7-Eleven Malaysia Holdings Berhad. My name is Nurul Hijanah binti Rusli and my other group members are Mirza Adlina binti Rosman, Nur Syamimi binti Abdul Hadi, Aina Sabrina binti Zaid and Nur Hikmah binti Mak Yutim. We will start the analysis by discussing about the liquidity trend over 5 years, which start in 2015 and ends in 2019. As you can see, the current ratio starts high at 0.75 but dip in 2016 going to 0.61. It then rise a little by little to 2018 but again fall in 2019. The current ratio is more favorable when the numbers are high because it means that the company can pay for their current liabilities using their current assets, and the company clearly doesn't have enough current assets to pay for the current liability. As for the acid test ratio, the highest number is in 2015 with 0.43, but goes to the lowest in 5 years in 2016 at 0.22. This shows that the company does not have enough current assets minus the inventory to pay for the current liabilities that they have. For the cash ratio, the company has the highest number in 2015, but it dropped drastically to 0.07 in 2016. But the numbers slowly increase little by little in 2017, 2018, and 2019. However, the company still does not have the ability to pay for the current assets using only cash and cash equivalent. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Mirza Adlina binti Rosman and I would like to present about leverage trend over 5 years. Okay, as you can see in the slide, under the leverage ratio, there is 3 ratio. The first is debt ratio, debt to equity ratio, and time interest earned. Okay, overall, the leverage ratio for 7-Eleven Malaysia Holdings Berhad is bad and might be getting worse in the upcoming years. As stated above, the debt ratio and debt to equity ratio is unstable for many years. There is because a high ratio also indicates that a company may be at risk of failing to pay off loans if interest rates rise suddenly. A ratio below 1 translates to the fact that most of the company's assets are funded by equity, while the interest rates show signs of improvement, albeit only by a little. 7-Eleven Malaysia Holdings Berhad is expected to improve their financial leverage in the upcoming years as debt deteriorates, which could be detrimental to investors and creditors as well as harm to the company's sustainability. Okay, that's all from me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Aina Sabrina Zaid. I will present efficiency ratios. Efficiency ratios measure a company's ability to use its assets and manage its liabilities effectively in a current period or in a short term. There are 4 efficiency ratios, which is receivable turnover ratio, average collection period, inventory turnover, and asset turnover. In 2015, 7-Eleven Malaysia Holdings Berhad collect its receivable 20 times. It increased 1 time in 2016, which is 21 times, but decreased at 2017 19 times. In 2018, the company collect its receivable 21 times. However, 2019 the collection of receivable rose to 34 times. Average number of days for 7-Eleven Malaysia Holdings Berhad in 2015 are 18 days. This average decreased by 70 days at 2016 and increased to 20 days at 2017. In 2018, average decreased to 18 days and decreased to 11 days on 2019. It described the average collection period at 2017 not good because it brings an additional day to collect their receivable, while in 2018 and 2019, the average collection period are effective as it gives a short time to collect cash from sale. On 2015, the ratio of inventory turnover are the highest compared with another 4 years. The ratio on 2015 are 8.42 times but decreased to 6.55 times on 2016 and 6.16 times on 2017. It increased on 2018 to 6.27 times and keep increase on 2019 to 7.11 times. It means that the ratio at 2016 and 2017 not efficient but become efficient at 2018 and 2019. However, the inventory turnover ratio of 7-Eleven Malaysia Holdings Berhad value is between 6 to 8 times. This means the company has a very good inventory control. 7-Eleven Malaysia Holdings Berhad able to generate RM 2.6 worth of net sale using RM1 of total asset. The amount increased from 2016 to 2018, which RM 2.62 on 2016, RM 2.66 on 2017, and RM 2.86 on 2018. But the worth of net sales decreased on 2019 to RM 1.61. We can conclude that the efficiency ratio of 7-Eleven Malaysia Holdings Berhad are efficient. The graph shows the trend of ratios improved by year but deficit on asset turnover in a small amount. We can assume that the company used its asset and managed its liabilities effectively for 5 years. However, 7-Eleven Malaysia Holdings Berhad need to control the uses of asset and liabilities so that the company are efficient.
My name is Nur Hikmah binti Mat Yutim. I will explain about profitability trend over 5 years. The first is gross profit margin. Show the maintained percentage in 2015 until 2017 at 0.32, but it is increased to 0.37 in 2018. However, it decreased again to 0.32 in 2019. As we can see, gross profit margin is still good and have increased in 2018. In return on asset, show the decrease from 2015 at 0.8 to 0.6 in 2017, but it is increased in 2018 to 0.7, but decrease again at lowest percentage to 0.4 in 2019. As we can see, many decrease in 5 years in return on asset from 2015 until 2019. The last one for profitability ratio is return on equity. Return on equity show the flat track record in 5 years from 2015 until 2019, and the highest record is 1.48 in 2006 and the lowest record is 0.3 in 2015. As we can see, it did not have stability in company return on shareholder investment.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nur Shamimi binti Abdul Hadi, matric number 1190643. From the graph, we can see that market value trend over 5 years for 7-Eleven Malaysia Berhad is under valuation. This is because earnings per share increase from 2015 to 2019 shows that the company has more profits to distribute to its shareholders, because the higher earnings per share is always better than a lower ratio. why dividend payout ratio and price earnings ratio was decreased from 2015 to 2019 respectively. It shows that the company have poor operating performance and poor investment since investors want to see a steady stream of sustainable dividends from company. In conclusion, the undervaluation of shares help investors decide they should go long on the shares they are going to invest in. That's all from me. Thank you.
Our group has agreed to not invest in this company because the liquidity, leverage, profitability, and market value ratios performance have been worsening each year with only little improvements, and only the efficiency ratio performance is the only ratio with positive numbers. So the return for dividend does not look promising, and hence the reason we will not invest.
Two ways to improve current condition of company. Firstly, increase the value of liquidity ratio by early invoice submission. When 7-Eleven Malaysia Holdings Berhad submit invoices as quickly as possible to customer, the more accounts receivable increase and faster gain money from sales. It means it increase the amount of current asset, then the liquidity ratio become increased. Secondly, increase ratio of efficiency ratio by remove duplication of work. The company should increase revenue and decrease their expenses. 7-Eleven Malaysia Holdings Berhad should increase their sale. For example, the company can produce new product to attract customer. In another way, 7 Malaysia Holdings Berhad must decrease expenses. The company can reduce supply expenses by contacting supplier to get the cheapest price.
There are two limitations of our analysis. The first is change in accounting policies. The key financial metrics utilized in ratio analysis are altered, and the financial result recorded after the change are not comparable to the result recorded prior to the change. Number two is historical information. Ratio analysis metrics do not necessarily represent future company performance.